You're a bigger receiver, bigger guy, so what do you think your run blocking would be?
About a 90. I feel like I'm a great blocker.
Run blocking is a 48.
Welcome back, sports gamers. It's the Natural. Got some new rookie reactions to their Madden 21 ratings, this time with the wide receivers. If the quarterbacks make sense and they were humble about their ratings, shockingly, the wide receivers are pretty much divas, and they aren't, and they're pretty ridiculous, as you can see from that first clip. We're going to get into the rookie reactions, then I'm going to break down the ratings and analysis after. Let's check it out.
AJ, what's up, baby?
Oh, that boy, what's good? What's up with your family?
What's good? What's up, boy?
What's up?
Man, everything. Life is great, man. If I had your hands, I'd cut mine off, man.
Nah, I'm trying to be like you.
You know why you here today? You know why you here today?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what my rating is on Madden, bro.
Yeah, I know how they do the rookies, man. So,
you from the crib, so I know you play.
Yeah. Everybody get 21.
What do you think your speed would be?
Game speed, if you go game speed and 40 speed, that's two different speeds.
445, they probably gave me a 93 or something.
What you think your speed is?
99.
Nah.
It need to be.
Speed you a 90.
Ooh.
I think I could beat you running right now, though.
Ooh, hold on, I don't know.
I'm just telling you how I'm feeling. Your speed is a 98.
Okay.
You the second fastest in the game behind Tyreek Hill.
That's just until I get on the field and show it.
Ooh, I love it. You're a bigger receiver, bigger guy, so what do you think your run blocking would be?
about a 90. I feel like I'm a great blocker.
Run blocking is a 48.
Oh, they did me dirty right there. Come on now.
Catching.
They probably watched that LSU game and caught my rating.
What about catching?
Oh, that's 99, 100%.
Catching is an 82.
What?
Zone coverage is a 31.
I don't know why I said 70.
Do you feel any pressure having to wear the 85 in Cincinnati? Just feel those shoes of fun and entertainment.
Yeah, I gotta get my celebrations right. Hey,
Yeah. Overall, you're 75, which is fair until now it's fair. Your rating can improve before the season starts, and that's what we're gonna do.
I'm with it. Like you said, everything is in my hands. I got control of it.
All right, I like it. I like it.
All right, now that we got the rookie reactions for the wide receivers to their ratings, let's get right into the meat and potatoes and do some analysis and take a look at the little details. And they don't cover all of them. And right off you see immediately Ruggs jumps out with that 98 speed, which, I mean, for a rookie, that might be even unprecedented for a rookie to come in with that fast, that blaze. I don't even know if you remember if John Ross came in that fast. I mean, that's probably the last blazing fast rookie wide receiver that came into the league. So we're gonna go through this some of the ratings here, and also we have our own analysis chart put together by our own 4verts. Shout out to my guy there, and then we can, if you can visualize even more and kind of see what top rookies and how they stand out compared to each other. So let's go through this first, and then we'll get to that chart as well. And you guys, I could pull that up short for you guys. So again, first of all, that speed hops out, and then you got CeeDee Lamb. And what I really want to see, a big one, and in the last video I mentioned as well, is that change of direction rating. If you guys don't know, that is the biggest ratings change. Is going to affect gameplay in Madden for this year. I did a separate video on that. Check that out on the channel, and how that's basically replacing elusiveness and really making agility and change of direction matter for players even more this year. So it's that COD, or that Call of Duty rating is what I kind of call it there. Let's pull it up, and I think that's going to be a big one. Really separate these receivers, and especially after the catch when they start running with the ball. So that change of direction rating, and then you can see, and I'm surprised. I thought for sure Jerry Jeudy would jump out immediately, and he does it. So 90, don't get me wrong, 90 is good. It's just that seeing him on the field and how quickly this dude changed, it's almost like a running back level. But we haven't seen the running backs yet, so this might be running back level change of direction. But I just thought he would stand out even more. So he has one of the highest ones. So maybe definitely he's up there. You can see that already he's up there the change of direction. Let's see. Oh, Rager. Okay, he's another speedster there. Jalen Rager. So he has the highest at 91. Jerry Jeudy at 90, and I think he's a lot. Correct me if I'm wrong. Judy's a little bit bigger receiver, I believe, than Rager, but so you know that's still very good. And look at with the 94 jump already. Let's take a look at jump. Chase Claypool, okay, got some of the lower rated receivers popping up to the top. Ruggs with 94, Rager. Man, Ruggs is just a beast, man. Denzel Mims. And it's crazy, these like fast, smaller receivers with this jump. Usually it's like the bigger body receiver guys that always have the high jump, but these are like smaller receivers that are just beasts with that. All right, let's see as well. Let's keep going through and take a look at agility. Again, Rager, Jeudy, Hamler, another speedster. Man, these Broncos, them receivers for the Broncos, them boys. I mean, you have the weapons on that team. It's just crazy. Just they really drafted for success in the passing game. Well, you got starting out 2 receivers to build in your franchise, and it's just gonna be just nasty. CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott. We know that connection is gonna be Justin Jefferson up there when you're factoring in his agility, and Ruggs for his speed. His agility does not match up directly with that blazing speed, but agility 87. KJ Hill. All right, let's go through and check out. Not strength matters too much, really. Let's just see who they have as the strongest rookie receiver. Okay, Braylon Edwards. Really, strength doesn't matter too much. You really want more release is more important for a receiver and how quickly he can get off the line and beat that press. So they got the release rating. If I didn't already, yep, there we go. Ooh, some low release ratings, and that's gonna be one thing. And that's fair. Early enough, you know, you got veteran cornerbacks. They're gonna abuse these young wide receivers at the line, and you can see that. Now this is where you start to see the bigger body receivers here with release. Van Jefferson, man, I had drafted this dude in my Ravens franchise 2 seasons ago. He was nasty. One of my best receivers there. One of the best receivers in the league. Rager, Cutler. All right, so that's one thing you can definitely see the weakness in those receivers when it comes to that release. I want to see the run block. And that's one thing that the two said he would have 90 run block as a receiver. I'm like, what? Like, do you guys even play Madden? Do you even at all? What receivers ever had 90 run block? I don't think in history you can have the biggest, strongest receiver. You have Calvin Johnson, any of those guys. I mean, they've never had run block. Probably 70 is probably the most, and probably maybe a 75 in Madden history. Colin Johnson, 58 run block. Chase Claypool. This Chase Claypool's kind of popping up here and there in a few I've sorted out. Yeah, though, see, now you see the smaller receivers start to trend down to the bottom when you start talking about that run block. Jerry Jeudy and Rager are in the second pace here. Van Jefferson with the worst. Wow, he didn't block at all in college. 36 run block. KJ Hamler, another one. And that's one thing you have to think about. A lot of times you put these fast or dynamic receivers in the slot, but then they can't block. So when you're trying to run the ball, those guys get matched up with safeties, or maybe even sometimes linebackers get tossed. A lot of times I try to really have my slot receiver with good run block, and that I find out that really helps in the run game, especially if you're running inside zones, you're running some kind of spread sets, and that guys is a lot of times going to be over a nickelback with good block shed, or a safety, or somebody does sub linebacker or something like that. They got to be able to block. I've seen a lot of running games foiled because the slot receiver can't block, and he gets beat instantly, block shed, and you get hit at the line of scrimmage, or even worse, behind the line of scrimmage. So, all right, run block, not too anything spectacular on there. And then take a look at acceleration. Ruggs again, Hamler, Jeudy, Rager. All right, a lot of the similar names, nothing too crazy jumping out there. And then of course by speed, Ruggs, Hamler, Yep, nothing crazy. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and pull up the chart, and then we'll take a look at how these receivers kind of stack up together. All right, let's take a look at our own analysis provided by 4verts here, showing the breakdown. Graphically, you can check out and see how all the rookie wide receivers kind of stack up to one another. And we already knew the overalls, but then you can see that, you know, the red basically explaining the chart. If it wasn't obvious enough, the red is lower. This is just compared to the rookies themselves, not to the other receivers in the league. So you can kind of see the red is something that they're not good in compared to other receivers, versus the green, something that they excel at. Definitely you can see how Henry Ruggs jumps out. His speed 98 is green, and then you can always go down to you kind of see what his let's see, break tackle is orange, so it's not so good compared to the rest of the rookie wide receivers. Just go down the list, just give you a visual representation of kind of what hops out, and you can see like Justin Jefferson is pretty weak compared to the rest of the guys. I'm trying to see what else jumps out. Vishka is not that fast, 88 speed. Sorry if I butchered his name on that one. Michael Pittman speed jumps out as well. T. Higgins is pretty slow, as well as his acceleration. Ruggs, you can see that jump. And I thought he was actually good at return. I'm surprised his return is 78. I thought he was a better returnman than that. I was maybe wrong. You can kind of see that Ruggs, he's not great with his moves, jukes, and all that. Juke's actually not too bad, 82. But then you see Judy, definitely that juke, 91 juke at receiver, and that's the best out of the group there. And catching traffic, let's see who's kind of, everyone is just kind of catching traffic. You see their route running there, short. And Judy looks like he has the best route running across the board with 80, 79, and a 78. And yeah, these the releases are kind of okay. And you kind of got to get down to the bigger receivers there with T. Higgins, those guys, to get a good release. Ball carrier vision, change of direction. What I mentioned, Rager 91. And see those top guys all have really good change of direction. So that's pretty much it. Just going to give you guys you got a visual representation of seeing who's the best at what in this class. So hopefully that's helpful. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about the ratings, as well as my own analysis on this one. I want to know what you guys think. Catch you in the next video. If you enjoy our content here at SGL, like, subscribe for more news, reviews, and tips from your favorite sports games. Want to take your game to the next level? Join us on Patreon and become SGL Insider today.